is what remains of the Golden Kingdom of Mapungubwe. Today, Mapungubwe is part of South Africa's national park system. The heart of the old kingdom is Mapungubwe Hill. Park Ranger Cedric Setlako has agreed to show me around.
This is the hill itself, Mapungubwe Hill, where people lived about 1,000 years ago.
Wow. Archaeologists believe that Mapungubwe's reach spread across southern Africa from the 11th to the 13th centuries, and that after the kingdom collapsed, some of its people may have headed north and founded Great Zimbabwe. It was one of the most complex societies in southern Africa, with a rigid division between the king, his ministers, and his subjects.
The king was buried here with a lot of artifacts. If you look at the hill itself, I mean, why the people would choose to live up here is because if you look around it, I mean, it's just sheer rock. I mean, there's no way that you can be able to access this hill. There's only one way up to the top.
The kingdom's rulers kept the hill to themselves. Ordinary members of Mapungubwe's society were not allowed in. Even in modern times, the hill still holds mystical powers to the people here.
Most of the people long back used to believe that you wouldn't even look at the hill itself.
Really?
They were even scared to look at the hill. I mean, even the person who brought the first people to discover the site, I mean, he had to turn his back and sort of like pointed, there is the hill right behind me, and I'm not going there.
Really?
Yeah.
So what might happen to you if you did look at the hill? What
I mean, some people believed that you would go blind or lose your life or die or something like that. It wasn't so bad, eh?
Well, this view completely makes up for
Yeah.
any tiredness I feel about that climb. It's just glorious.
I mean,
And suddenly you
amazing.
understand why you would want to build up here. Archaeologists have found remnants of the site of a grand stone enclosure here, with huts for servants and a wooden palisade built around the summit for privacy and defense. It was also where Mapungubwe's rulers lived and died with their gold.
This is exactly where that little golden rhino came from. Just from around here, it's exactly where it was discovered. And also to indicate to you that from the bush back there up to here, this whole area, this was a burial site. These people were buried in a sitting position facing west, and each one of them was buried wearing these golden bracelets, and they were as well buried with clay pots, which were filled with thousands and thousands of golden glass beads.
So Cedric, why was this site so important?
Mapungubwe is the first Southern African kingdom, meaning this is exactly where kingdomship started in Southern Africa. I mean, of all these kingdoms which are still in existence even today, I mean, this is exactly where it all started.
The wooden and stone structures which would have stood here have long since disappeared. But the gold artifacts in Pretoria testify to this ancient kingdom's existence, its power, and its wealth.